What if I told you? There was once a man so poor. He could barely afford one meal a day. Yet through one unbelievable act of faith, he turned his poverty into abundance and became known for feeding others. This is the story of a man who gave so sincerely that heaven kept giving back. There was a time during the era of Prophet Moses, peace be upon him. A poor laborer lived there. Not too old, not too young. But worry had bent his back before age could. Every day he worked hard. Sweat on his face, dust on his clothes. He earned just enough grain to cook a small meal at night. And then, the struggle would begin again the next morning. One night, exhausted, he looked up at the sky and said, "My Lord, is my destiny only daily struggle? Will my provision never expand?" During that time, Prophet Moses, peace be upon him, guided the people. They came to him with questions and prayers. One day, the poor man arrived. Simple clothes, tired face, hopeful heart. He said with humility, "O Prophet of God, please pray that my provision increases. My hardship is heavy." Prophet Moses prayed. The reply came. His daily provision is already written, no more, no less. The man left. Quiet, but unsettled. Days later, he returned. More desperate this time. Again the prayer was made. Again the same answer came. Tears filled his eyes. Then he said, "If my daily provision cannot increase, then pray that my entire lifetime provision be given to me all at once." The gathering fell silent. Prophet Moses warned him. Greater wealth brings greater tests. The man replied, "I'm ready." Permission was granted. With responsibility. The next morning, he opened his door and froze. His yard was filled with sacks of grain. More than he had ever seen in his life. He fell into prostration and wept. "My Lord, you gave." He cooked food for his family. They ate until satisfied. Then he said to his wife, "If we keep this, it will finish. If we give, perhaps it will grow." Together they made a decision. They began distributing it. To the poor. He gave. Measured. Shared. Distributed. People whispered, "He's giving away his entire destiny." He answered, "I asked once. But I trust every time." By evening, everything was gone. He slept peacefully. And here's the lesson for you, right now. If you have something to give, time, effort, love, or even a little money, don't wait for more to come. Start giving today. Because faith plus generosity can create miracles you never imagined. Share this story with someone who needs hope. You never know. It might spark a chain of giving that changes lives. Next morning, he opened the door again. This time, even more grain than before. One sack had become 10. Again they ate a little. And gave away the rest. Day after day, the same. The more he gave, the more returned. Until his home became a place where the hungry were fed daily. A public kitchen of generosity. One day Prophet Moses passed by and saw crowds being fed. He asked, "Whose place is this?" They replied, "The same poor man who asked for all his provision at once." In wonder, he asked God about it. The reply came, "He spent in my way and made me his debtor. He did not hold back. So how could I?" This is a traditional moral narration. Shared for reflection and inspiration. It is not recorded as an authenticated hadith. But its lesson is powerful. Faith plus generosity creates doors logic cannot. Trust. Give. Release. And watch what returns.